You're welcome. I greet you all. Akpan Asoko live on today's program. You can see the topic very boldly, and we are going to take a lot of stories and updates. Then we will go into the very serious educative programs such as we have today. All right. You can help me share to fellow Biafrans all over the world in different platforms where you belong. And as you come, you help us to hit on the like button as you share. Please help us hit on the like button. So share, please. Before we progress, let us give a minute silence for our Papa gentleman Mike Eja, who just passed on. A minute silence, please. A friend of Biafran's who just passed on. I don't know how many of you follow our able barrister, Barrister Aloye Jimako. So he acknowledged the man who stood by Ojukwu, the white man who did remain faithful to his end. Mr. Frederick Fawcett, the Briton who remained a friend of Ndibo till the very day he ended. He gave up the ghost at his 86th year. He never denied. He stood by Ojukwu, stood by Ndibo, stood by his conviction as a British man. So he just passed on. We are also giving him a minute silence. All right. I don't know how many of you who can remember the man, the young man who sacrificed himself before the United Nations Conference Center. Young Mayrock, in the year 1969. Yes, I want to hand the message now. What I now connect some, so Kaibido from there. Mayrock deserves our respect. A minute silent for him too. All right, our brothers who sacrificed everything, a whole lot of them, Ikunso, the brother to Gento, and the countless numbers of Biafrans who took the pen, sacrificed everything. We are respecting them. Even those ones, we are still kept in the dark about their whereabouts. We only heard about her passing on from those who are supposed to be upholding and encouraging the struggle, who are dragging, who are fighting to be in the leadership cadre of this movement. No point mentioning them, but there have been very big lapses as regards the whereabouts of that our brother, a very rugged commander whom till today Biafrans are not yet made to know whether or not he's alive, even though the one who brought it as a mockery, like they did in the time of the brother to Gentle, they announced the passing on by saying, let him come and broadcast again. So from the both end, it was a big blunder. But if it is true that he has passed on, this 1 minute of silence should also go to him. All right, lovers of us, we greet you. We have come to you today with the good wishes from Shukika Biama, the creator of heaven and earth. This very day we are going to shed lights on the lies, the misconception, those that are deliberate, those that are born out of ignorance or share out of not being informed. We will strengthen a lot of things and emphasize on why we must quicken the step of our foot. Oh, thank you, my brother Lekong. God bless you. You have always been there. All right, any other person who is here who is a lover of freedom, please help us to share. One of the good important news that we are breaking here today is that our PM Mazekpa Simon Onjoko, against the wish of those who thought it was the end of the road, as it stands today, Mazekpa Simon Onjoko is faring well. That's the least we can say. And his case is still going in his favor for now. As his lawyer said it clearly that the evidences presented by the never-do-wells are not enough. They doesn't really contain anything very valid as of now. So our fingers are still crossed, but we are ready how to jubilate to the shame of those who thought it was the end of the road. On the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the oppressor also is contemplating on how to once again bring a delay strategy. On the day of the Eid, the celebration, the Islamic celebration, they put Onyendu's case. So because of that, they have extended it now. And this has led to the call by different attorneys, even those who are from North, who believe that Nnamdi Kanu is fighting a just cause. People who are from Hausa land, lawyers, are beginning to come out in high spirit to support Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So, as Onyendu is coming out, our PM Simon Ekpa is also coming out. Now you can see a senior advocate of Nigeria, Mohammed Ndarani, has urged the federal government of Nigeria to adopt arbitration, conciliation, and mediation in resolving the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, citing Section 17 of the Federal High Court Act, that this man is a man worthy of emulation, that it is in the best interest of the federal government to stop all this delay strategy, because they already know what they are hiding from. As it stands, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has flawed the federal government of Nigeria in the ongoing trial and the one that was concluded over a week ago, where it was titled, it was captioned trial within trial. So Mazen Nnamdi Kanu swept them. So it was so dehumanizing, it was so humiliating, that the only way is to continue with delay strategy, while they think of how to convince him to accept a bargain, or to bargain with them, in exchange for something. So while the plea is ongoing, some lawyers from the north, especially a man who is also a senior advocate of Nigeria, who has taken the lead. It is captured in Nigerian dailies. I currently am reading from Vanguard newspaper. All right. As it stands, everybody is seeing what is happening. Yakubu Gowon, a retired general who led Nigeria into confrontation, into aggression that took millions of the lives of Biafran people. The same man whom Peter Obi last year, or was it earlier this year, in his birthday celebration, cheered up, held high to the high heavens, praising him going into the war. And today, as we speak, Yakubu Gowon has come out to shame Peter Obi. He is now beginning to express regrets that the war wasn't necessary. In similar vein, the retired general, also former Nigerian president under the civil regime, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, has also come out to paint it clearer that there was so many lies, so many darkness that painted the Igbo people in the bad light as regards that same war. It is just a few months ago, retired General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, who happened to be the man who stepped aside, transmogrified into civilian regime by himself, the Maradona of African politics, made it very clear in his write-up, where some never-do-wells who couldn't contain the magnitude of the truth attempted a twist of the fact that IBB never meant to exonerate or say that Igbos were not responsible or didn't cause that war. The people like the Anywhere Bele-faced FFK, other people like Anywhere Bele-faced, who cannot even see the plate of food that Obasanjo himself said is the only thing that bothers the FFK of a man, whom he knows his problem. He said There is the other one they call Oronu Omokere, Orodu, a very hopeless, and I don't know what to qualify his level of hopelessness. They call Omokere, who tried to also paint a twisted narrative of what Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, retired general and former president, said. It is becoming increasingly glaring that same way very dark man tried to bring it out to stir up the spirit of even the Igbos to unite and compel the Nigerian state to go on its knee in apology, or while it tenders apology to the Igbo race. Because even Nnamdi Kanu, who is still undergoing incarceration under the DSS dungeon, is supposed to be apologized to also. He said, if the Igbos can unite, if they know themselves that his problem is that they are also part of their own problems. That is the same reason why I brought up the issue of Mayrock, the young man who took the pen of setting himself ablaze in protest for our own people, for ourselves, for our struggle, in protest against the conspiracy of the West, America, and their other cronies who was involved in that same demonic massacre. But that did not go without connecting. It cannot go well without making further connections of dots. Thus, after that evil, Chief Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, the warlord, the late warlord, laid a curse on all the parties involved. It is the ravaging effect of that curse, wherein he said that the sword of war already departed from these people, all of them that connived, because of the overwhelming or the large deposit of natural resources which God used to bless us, with intention of it being a blessing to us, but they turned it to being a curse. From that day to today, our land has always bled. But those who engage that, we are now doing, who engage in that, we are now in our churches in Igbo land, in all Biafran parts, in Ijo land, all of us are praying for them. Every day in our churches, even along the weekdays, oh, raise your hands and pray for Ukraine. Oh, raise your hands and pray for the Middle Belt. Oh, the land is bleeding. It is because we have a problem of ignorance. We have the problem of not being well informed. You cannot be praying for something and raising another prayer to counter that prayer. Because many families who were victims or who have been victims of the connection of this atrocity, every other thing that we suffer in Biafran land today is connected to this atrocity of 1967 to date. And your father, who is a spiritual man, lifted his eyes towards heavens and opened his mouth after he removed his shoes, connecting to the Mother Earth, and raised a curse that everybody who is involved in that will have a very severe consequence. They will have their own pound of flesh. Do you want me to surprise you, brothers and sisters? As we speak, a lot of us are yet to know that while some members of this struggle, of this Biafran struggle, especially some of them who are the helms of affairs, are still blaming Russia till today. Do you know why? Because they saw Russia as a member of the USSR. And they thought that Russia is USSR, that there is no no difference between Russia and USSR. Somehow, yes, but then significantly, no. USSR is a union that held all of them together, over 16 of them. And at that time, when the atrocity, the one that approved the atrocity, was a man who hails from this same place that is bleeding today. Which is why you saw an element of the title here from the thumbnail, where you see something related to Ukraine war and the current development, where the Western media are dishing out lies upon lies. One thing to take home is that, yes, within the last 1 week plus, there have been attempts to break into Russia. But that will not make me deviate from telling you what I want to establish here. I will connect to that lies of the Western media and American media. Yes, I will go into that. But it is very imperative that you know that it was not Russia. It was not Russia that took USSR into providing jet bombers to massacre Biafrans during the war. I have been trying to establish this over some time now. Yes, it was a Ukrainian man who was still leading that struggle, who was still leading the union. It was the Ukrainian president of the USSR. And his name is Mikhail Gorbachev. And he did not follow the footsteps of his predecessor, who should be from Russia, Ronald Reagan. That sorry, I am twisting. I'm talking about Ukraine now. Gorbachev, who hails from Ukraine. Now, what is very important to take home here is that he, Gorbachev, did not know that a day will come, just like I told Finland last time, that they should be careful not to make a mistake that they will be indebted to nature, such that they will pay in a very painful way. That they should be very careful. When we were seeing the movement of the Boko Haram man, the man who has been always found around the Boko Haram kingpins. What do you call him? Okay, you say it's Sheti Wetin. Sheti Wetin. Who kidele giwa na baba. If you put gida na you sabi. So when we saw the Boko Haram kingpin who was seen around the executors of the Boko Haram, because they are the real kingpins. So now they have been cited till today. The West is shut. The West are not talking. America is not talking. Now, when anything happens around us, they will magnify it. That is the West, their hypocrisy, and somebody who said he is still mentally active want you to continue to bank on America and the West, because they want to give you a cheap narrative that you can't go to Russia. After all, it was Russian jet bombers that, made you lose the war. So tell them that they lied to you, that Akpan has established that, has been able to prove or drag home that very point in a valid way. Now, they bring these lies to you. Oh, you go to Pentagon News. They say, oh, within the last 1 week, Ukraine has finished Russia. In fact, Russia is gone. When you go to their miserable agents, some of them, they say, I will not call their name because I don't want to make them relevant. They keep on writing junks. And at the end of the day, they don't even have up to 10 views for 1 week after all the junks. So they keep on writing junks. They are Igbo people who based in America. Yes, so they keep on writing all manner of junk. Oh, this person don't know how to do. You cannot do it. Okay, these are people because of hunger. Because I can't see how a man who is spending. That is the same reason why we are telling our people. In Olebafo. Yara no eba we went live. Because you will always want to protect the little you have there, and that your passport. You will always want to do all your policies must be such that it does not offend them. America, UK, wherever. So yara no eba for enwetela ifa anyị na-agba mbọ ka anyị dị sure na anyị nọkọrọ ọnụ wee mee ife aka ọwụ kwụọ. Mana you cannot continue to be this adamant. We have normally in the process of this agitation, we have crossed the menopause. We have crossed self-determination menopause. But because of the grace of God, we have said God forbid. But we must always bear in mind that a fool at 40 is a fool forever. Use your phone or calculator to check 1967 to 2025. 1967 to 2025, 67, 68 years. Menopause, 40 years. A fool at 40, a fool forever. We want to continue in sin for grace to abound. So be kono. We are aina fundo zebe fana agao. The Western media is so deceitful. When they tell you, oh, go, we have met America. They said we have not made enough noise. We have not made enough noise. Enough noise where? What kind of noise? Oh, we need to make. Oh, now, how do you want to? Do you think there is anybody that will ever lead this struggle that will make more relevance than Mazen Nnamdi Kanu again? Dead or alive? We have made the relevance. We have made the everybody knows about Biafra today. But there is a conspiracy not to mention that name. Maka anyiwa. Maka Donald Trump ebuwa ni igwocha. Oh, Trump yemerai, Trump yemerai. Maka anyiwa. In fact, all these years, Ojuku got that side. Onye obuna gacha that side. Bikonu. Ka I happy continue na ga that side. What is it for that ekutia? Ka I happy na ga that side bikonu. I happen in a that side. Kaji waya kana ekuya. And again, Bikonu, we are working on the ground. We are working on the ground. Okwana ini nesume yao. DOS. No na work on the ground. I like it. I need netibe mama magewa. I chose on the ground. I choro. Burkina Faso tiri isi ebe ifo ya. Onye nka tiri isi ebe ifo ya. Oko si eme. Because oka mma na I follow history. Why are them man I need so history? Anyone excuse you unu because no na be in charge of your territory. Say na fana asiocha. Because actually me play videos here, actually play unu video here. As you know maka na no mere nka na na be in charge of territory unu no nya mere ayere meru efe kwesi meru unu. Ka ọ dị ka nwoke na nwaanyị nọkwa n'enu bed n'ife akwụ ndina. si no fa na ọ asị ọcha o ọ na-abịa mkwute m nye na instance dị ka dịcha valid 2014 nke nya ka ebe a na-akpọ ya na Ukraine, that part of Ukraine pụrụ onwe even UN refused to acknowledge them. anyị ma ndị mere ha acknowledge ọ ndị a na-emefe na-eme everywhere na ama n'Africa ọ ndị a mere ha acknowledge mgbe ndị Eritrea mere ebe niile a UN ekwechiri na-eme na-ajụ azụ ndị a bịa tinye arụ ozugbo ndị ọzọ wee so ekwefa mee ha acknowledge even Ethiopia ekwero aka na-agbakwa ha egbe after even referendum ha gbaa ha egbe for almost 3 more years after na ha mechara referendum ọkwa ofu ndị a na-asị ka anyị chọba bụ ndị mechara nabata fa ndị ọzọ so weze nabata baba ọkwa ofu ndị a ka a na-ekwu okwu ya anyị agawa n'ebe a asụ unu na adịrị ncharge sifa unu na-adịrị ncharge of territory so ya ma ekwesịrị imefe anyị mere unu sifa na ọ achị ọcha o na-ekwenụ BLA mkpọ BLA unu eche na ọ Biafran Liberation Army mba Biafran Liberation Army ọ ka so ya beta onwe ndị zabara ya the Balochistan Liberation Army na Pakistan unu amakwa maka ya ha dịrị in charge of their territory mana obodo a tinyere ha arụ butere ha ngwa agha eji alụ ọrụ o nwere onye na-adị in charge of territory anyị this kind of thing before enye eve all the coup America nọ na sponsor na Africa na Nigeria especially ma ha na Britain na ndị ọzọ ibe ha ndị plot coup are in charge of the territory ka bụ ndị bụ na ha nwere gọọmenti bụ anụ ha egbuo ha anụ na ha mere something egbuo ha ozugbo nenekwa na anya tinye ebe na-arụ ebe ọbụla si na unu achọzi excuse so ife anyị na-ekwu okwu enye bụ na we cannot continue being fools forever. Ọzọ m kwuru ka anyị ka wee nwaanyị wee na-eso ebe a before ọ dị otu ọ ya adị ọ gafee ebe anyị we have no option than take ya more serious. M na-ekwu ibe mana because anyị need ị na-agwa nwaanyị eziokwu cheki wekonu ebe niile unu fụ mma kpọrọ na ife onyonyo ya bụ nnụsị ka unu maa na ndị asị unu na anaghị sponsor ndị adịghị in charge of their territories no deliberate lie from the pit of hell. Ka m tinyere unu biko hepụ ọnụ mgbasa ozi a gbasanụ share ka m tinye ebe onyonyo one na one ka unu soro mfụ ebe onyonyo m ntechi ibe onyonyo a dị ngosi unu na western media ọsọsọ asị ka ha na-asị ndị a unu na-agbakwuru side abụ ndị asị unu na-emebere enough noise ọ asị so ndị America na Britain na ụmụnna ba asị media ba niile ọsọsọ asị ndị a bụ na isi asị bụ 5 and 6 ndị a na-asị n'onwe ya ndị a ị na-afụ America Britain na-asị n'onwe ya bụ 5 and 6 Ferrari wepụ asị dị market ya asị from them ma emecha gosi gị ihe niile m ji ekwu ka anyị bidogodo from videos a dị ebe a nchọ ebe vidio ndị a dị so I'm actually play this video now. No, I'm not transferring our phone. Maybe we play. So, but while we are waiting for that video to come, I'm buying a check over Batasia. Can go see you something. Kuno fasini na anasi. Okay, now ngwa chekie ị gaa na Pentagon News agwa gị na-egbusigo na Russia agwụla. In fact, Russia adịla very hopeless. Ị gaa na CNN, ị gaa na ihe all these their Western media a na-achọ ịkọ in fact Russia anwụọla nwezi ihe dị mana ichekie yes ndị a use drone wee mee attack but it wasn't as heavy as their media si paint ya. It wasn't as heavy as media si paint ya. Ọ ka nwekwa ife ekwu maka ya. There is no time. Ihe nchọ ekwu maka ya that there is no time. It is also good that the Western media na-paint ya the way ha si paint ya. So that anyị nwa bụ ndị na-asị ka anyị gbakwuru ndị a gbakwuru mgbe oge ka dị. Ka anyị gakwuru ndị a mgbe oge ka dị. Because anything ya emenwu. Ka anyị gakwuru ndị a mgbe oge ka dị. Now info. Mana ịbatazie na real news. News abụrụ Western media or those ndị just chọrọ ịbụ ịdị very, you know, like Wion. Yeah, wetin na Wion, you got na first post or first post. Yeah, future. The news which are very naked there. All them were some of them the mirror. Half was they can't hide field as Putin new war plan. So you can type it in your YouTube so that you watch it yourself from mirror. Now, yeah, I'm alive. But I'm alive, 2 hours ago. This very recent, 2 hours ago now, Russia launches 315 drones in largest air assault yet. This one happened at Odessa and in Kiev, the capital territory. Very massive. So you can type the title in YouTube so that you watch the video yourself later. Now, that one is for that one. That is Express Live. You can go now on Express Live in YouTube. You get it live. Now, come to Wion. If Russia fires more than 3,000 drones on Ukraine. This is happening in Kiev, the capital territory of Ukraine. And now the mayor of Kiev is urging residents to begin to relocate. Also, the same thing happened in either Lusk. The mayor, that is the governor, told over 23 villages to relocate. Now, Anna Koronda Egu, hey, go, you will finish them. Oh, they will use media to, they don't know, they are fooling themselves. Madana Machiaka. Now, some people are in a hand on a struggle. I said, now, no question going to have on that Kaya Bakuru. Hey. Whereas, Hano Kwana form on Africa and then Daniel Rakao. And Africa, all the coup attempts in Inaneme to, you know, force the effort to keep up their countries. Now, the thing now about all abortive venture. Check another title, Russia-Ukraine war. Russia unleashes its fury, sweeping across different states in Ukraine, provinces. Another title, check. Fox News have no option than to accept this one. Okay, 2 days ago, Fox News. Russia launches massive strike. These are different strikes. So the one happening 2 hours ago, the one happening 1 hour ago, the one happening 23 hours ago, different. These are today. Within this week, every day. Now, Kinecheki, Russia launches massive strike on Ukraine in one of the area. That is Fox News. Okay, they can't hold it again. They will lie until the reality will haunt them. Now, CNN never had a choice. They now bend their mouths more. Russia launches strikes across Ukraine. That's the way they title it. At least 4 people and 20-something left injured. 4 people died. Now, the same CNN, a deadly aerial assault on the city. Now, CNN, Russia launches strikes across Ukraine. Everything is current. I'm giving you. So let me not take from Mail, because Mail will rumor mongers. Moment nuclear capable Russia missile hit Ukraine. Now you see from a CBC News. CBC News, Russia missile strikes Ukraine city. This one said, Russia-Ukraine war, 50,000 Russian troops on the Sumy front, while over 313,000 drones, 313 drones are already in operation. Now, another one, Ukraine war, many civilian casualties in Russia deadliest attack 1 day ago. This is 1 day ago. Russia launches 407 drones and 45 missiles in an overnight attack across Ukraine. That is CBS again, NBC. Russian missiles hit the western Ukraine city of Lusk. We have been their own news. They will tell you, call the name of the place. Russia-Ukraine war. Ukraine on the brink. Russia surges to the Dnipro in Ukraine. Russia-Ukraine. Okay. So, Ukraine on the brink. Russia surges on the Dnipro. I can read on and on. But when you come to Western media, now you are seeing some of them now trying to bend this, because the reality is staring them in the face. They will do all their meetings and come, and Russia will now go and hit hard on Ukraine. So, I did mention Obasanjo. Let me go back, touch something there. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has said disinformation played a significant role in the Nigerian Civil War, 1967 to 1970. This is adding up to what Ukraine. Somebody asked question. Are you not a human being? My brother, let me know why you asked the question. Why did you ask the question? Because your name doesn't seem to be too foreign, even though Emmanuel there is a foreign name to us. But then, it's a common name that our people, because we are very good at borrowing. So Emmanuel, do you have any reason, or are you just talking at random? Go see Bia. Go see Bia. Make Imalo. Are you not a human being? Emmanuel, I'm waiting to hear your reason for asking, are you not a human being? Emmanuel Obai. Okay, let us ignore Emmanuel for now until he say his reason. Emmanuel, be bold. I will answer you. I'm not going to insult you unless you deserve it, unless you give reason for me to do so. But if you are civil, we are not opposed to criticism. Okay. From the angle of making the move. Okay. Yes, Mazi Emmanuel, if you're asking it for the fun of it, we can pass over it. But if you really need the answer, I will tell you why some of us want to always support a government to do something is to avoid further splitting or further splitting. So it is better we follow a united front. Does that satisfy you? Do you need further answer? We believe sometimes it's better we follow. We don't get ourselves too divided. Does that answer you? Are you just trying to be antagonistic to my view? Okay. In absence of further response, we move. No. Criticism is not the same thing with advice. See, you can see we are going in a very civil way now. So, better support. He said, I better support instead of criticizing. So you can see there is difference between criticism. Oh yes, if you have anybody in the leadership, ask them if Akpan have met them privately. So, well, as a Akoro Egero, if you have anybody, while I was still with when immediately after the convention, you know, some of us thought that Ngozi was for this. I advised for I tried, you know, suggesting that when I finally come back to the brigade, I have been suggesting that not to floor members, to the powers that be. So you can see. So maybe sometimes you might not blame some people that are always criticizing the government, even in a way that seems wrong. Because at least I am a living witness. No. How does this make for discouragement, brother? That we should not continue going the same way that we have been going for 67 years. Does that make for discouragement? Let us continue in this brotherly way that we are flowing now. Please, I want you to continue to ask. If you don't mind, you can use your WhatsApp and call. We take. If you want to, let me know. Because it may be typing might be taking you time. So you can see that sometimes we go behind and conclude without hearing from people. So we are very constructive. We are not naysayers, but we try to have. It's not good to always die in silence. There are ways that other people have been going, and we have been seeing how it has been working. We have known it. China was in that disturbing state. They knew the right people, they ran to them. That same people whom we are talking about gave them. Okay, you are busy. It's fine. It's okay. North Korea was that disturbed. The same people trying to clamp down on them, they ran to these same people we want to run to today. And anybody that run to them, see the difference. So, well, even if these people, although they are never going to help us, Unless they see other people helping us, they will come in. Now, even if these people are to help us, these people that we are running to, my American West, do you know how our PM trusted Finland? All of us. Our morale was very high. But they are still answerable to the West. So, one, they kept on, humiliating every other people, including North Korea, China. They found a very strong alliance with Russia. Russia will not only help you, they will help you by giving you liberation. They will also give you technology. And they will stand with you to counsel you, follow you up. They will follow you up until you succeed. You must be strong economically. You must be strong militarily. You must be strong technologically. You must be equal to statehood. Ask about why Russia is always cheering Russia. Why South Africa, I mean. Did you know why this man failed? This man in Libya. Because the man, he began to think he has arrived. It wasn't too necessary, going to, and you cannot play two cards. You want to fight these people and you still want to be in the good page with them. No, you can't be in good page with them. That's the way to move. So now you see, when you talk about these people, they will not give you technology. Even if they give you freedom, they still want you to be consumers of their finished products. You give them your raw materials. Russia doesn't tolerate that. Once they are supporting you, they are giving you everything. Your system or your education curriculum, they will enforce you. They will help you to change it. Not speaking grammar again. You will be productive. That's why everybody wants them. Check it. Everybody that go that way. You can remember even till 2016, 2015, 2016, how Iran was humiliated by America. Iran. As we speak, since Iran embraced Russia, their life have never remained. As we speak, Iran can challenge anybody any day. They can challenge anybody today as we speak. I'm an Andy that we say and Obi Ferazo, but then based on Obi Onya Ibera, Obi Onya Ibera. Because when they support you, they mean it. Good evening, welcome, I greet you. Ahara declaration, okay. So you can see why I na that side and I got that side. I come it doesn't stop anybody. Anybody can stand up and begin to do one thing, but then I were IBM. Myself can was some people can say the enemy of Nnamdi Kanu, even though when their number is very significant. Ndinka say, oh, I was the government. I were our office, our headquarters, Biafran Tower. Ndinka say, we can't keep on dividing ourselves. Yes, there are many genuine Biafrans who are believing in the deceit. So over in where our PM stand, we stand there. And we wish to convince others to see that this is where, and that will come with actions. Our PM Simon Ekpa was so, he was doing well in media, but when he took over this mantle, he was so humiliated. They used media war to, pull him down. All of us came out and supported him. Thank you, brother Laz. Oya Bale. I hear a Biafran Declaration TV. I greet you on them. So when you see these things, it's not, they are very genuine. At least I clear gum doubt a lot of people say no Russia but I but then. At least I go more you know go president na that time and ebosi. And no aburu ha abu bụ ihe na-eme ha kịta. Nke ndị a na-egbu egbu na Benue na Kwara na ebe a niile Kwara na Middle Belt niile. Ihe a ọnụ ojukwu bụ ha. Ọnụ ojukwu bụ ndị nke abụ nke ka na-emekwe ha. So these things, if some people ọkụnọrọ ike ekwere mmadụ ihe niile ndị niile na-lead this struggle ha na-adị very spiritual even though na ha na-eme mistake of alliance. Ojukwu gbakwuru West mgbe ahụ bụ France na-lead ọma ha na ha niile nọchakwa na the same game. Ha niile nọ na the same game. Kedu ihe France wetara anyị? Ngwa agha Ojukwu use ogoro ego wite ego ya, ndị nke ọzọ anyị rụrụ ya arụba anyị. So France arapụta ha niile conspire, mana Chineke kara ihe ike because ọ bụ na aka Chukwu adịghị ya. Intention was to obliterate us. The intention was to obliterate us. Mana ọwọkọrọ. That is the truth. That's why before I started this program, we recognized my brother. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Ahiara Declaration TV. God bless you. But that is the truth. Because I need to check here. That man stood with that man. I need a 1 minute respect here. He stood with Ojukwu till today. He went against his people. Or got against his people. So when they have now today, and all the Kenya leadership. Nam. Ihe kwesịrị ịda anyị niile mkpa na anyị nwere freedom anyị. Ọ bụghị onye na-lead. Onye ọbụla cannot be leader at once. Everybody is not necessary. What matters is our welfare. Anyị ga na-agwa ndị anyị na ha so bikonu. Ọ hapụ ịbụ ọnwa obere penny anyị ji anyị echekwara anyị chinyekwa ndị na-emegide anyị. Ka anyị were ego agbawa side ọzọ. Ọ bụrụ na we are able to endure pursuing that side, those are the sins for all these years. At least now, many people are need to go on outside that guy. And not as if na eba have eba ya the show. Here, eba the show, eba had the show, 100% sure na eba ka ụzọ dị. Anyị na-afụ ha na-emere. Nke a bụ na ha chọdara anyị kịta. Ihe bụ ebe ego ndị a si abịa, ekwuru m ya na last program, ebe ndị a si enweta ego ha bụ Russia bụ na natural resources. Mana in these natural resources, enwere apart from their technology, yes, but their basic natural resources na-enye more money bụ natural gas. Natural gas ahụ by nke a chọrọ ijizi nke si by ka e were pipe n'iga ya na Europe ka ha yuzuezie nke ahụ ahapụ igozi ha. Ọ na-abịa enyecha ha sanction niile a na-enye ha mana iru ha na that nke natural gas a ifu Germany asị gị na let's go and buy na ifu onye nke asị gị let's go because they need that is an indispensable resource that they must buy from them as an almost monopolist. Elichazie this pipe asị ha ketekpa gbagbe unu. Once the economy is not strong, you are not militarily strong again because it takes a lot of resources to be in the military limelight as a superpower to produce. So aya bụ ihe anyị na-achịra ndị a na-acha anyị yagwa na zọpụ n'okwu njem ekwukata n'ime ụlọ anyị ekwubezi n'ezi anyị na-ekwu ihe a n'ime ụlọ kemgbe anyị ekwukata n'ime ụlọ ịghọrịkata anyị underground ọ bụ na gị so wee kwa DOS emu everyday anyị nọ underground anyị achọghịzi underground ka anyị zọpụ okwu because azọpụ okwu that side ọ na-afịa arụ afọ ife ya akwa mụ na gị nọ anyị niile fụsị ka o si mee 2020 Mali jere 2021 22 Burkina Faso jere 24 Niger jere ha na-eje n'afụ n'anya America sị na ọ na-adịghị in charge of ya amanye ụlọ ngwa ọrụ ọ ka esi eme ya ma ha many cool ndị a sponsor ka m chọọ vidio ma ọ download sigo vidio m chọrọ iplay room ịma cool ndị a sponsor ndị ahụ dị in charge of the territory ndị a niile ha dị nye dị cool ịma ọ dị the militants niile ha na-ebunye ngwa agha That in charge of the territory. Check and then my video. Can you make one video? I download this better. Video I could see me play video about me play her video when I call here with it. I will not be satisfied. So I will maybe I'll have to pause to get that video because oh nonsense if I not feel play that video. It's nonsense voila. Okay. Let me. All right, brother. Me. Anyway, I'm now with the video, so I have to play that video now. I'm here with the video. The video is to address something because Anna said, okay, now say what I nisi. Say I nisi. Now say. So I want us to check this. Come for here, our brother Neku, before I play the video. I buy your ideas. Let's try another way by making alliance with okay or not Korea. Oh, of course. No, once you get Russia, you want to go. That's the beauty of them. Now the security team, the security team in Burkina Faso. Last 2 weeks, all combination of North Korea, China, and Russia. So their allies will come to support you because all of them, their common enemy will West. So they will most likely be interested in enemy. No protest. I abroad the thing. I ain't protest go too much. Protest I have the thing. I protest go for too long and I won't be any result or either. So on a for a program and I say and then Kabia recognize I came by a declaration. Even our own government in Equia and they are recognize I and they are recognize I. You see before that I will just see that all the channel knock and you're serious. How will you be in your house, in your comfort zone, you're expecting to be able to case with freedom? Or take freedom to this and when Michael Robbins made an address na that convention, that Michael Robbins, a lot of you will remember. Also, in fact, now this struggle, Biafran movement so far, he know how can they more relevant and yet wait to go most of the things steps they needed. More than every other people now of freedom within this era. But now, I can wear all. If you remember, I'm giving you the words according to exactly what was going on, and we still have a lot of work to do. Osigi, that we need to seek recognition. That it won't be a little task, it is going to be a very serious task. Seek recognition. And remember, our PM said it very clearly. That we need that recognition. Not say, that the time he will dissolve this government is after we have been recognized, he will dissolve the government, and every member of the cabinet will no longer be in office. Power will be transferred to the government in homeland. Now, that we need to seek that recognition that we are going to double our effort. Our PM said and that declaration is going to attract international attention, that it's going to come into public discussion, international discourse. So, but none of that happened. As power. Of course, that's why I said somebody was deliberately planted to disrupt us. Now you see, all the things say with the joke or any of those things, they are not blind to it. They know about all these things. So now, if you that Aneku for this how long ago, they are not bothered. They want, how do we continue to be doing this one thing? Why? How will you be different from the Nigerian politicians? You want to continue doing election? The election. The system will never allow you to elect. Never. Emphasis, never allow you to elect or for the people's will to prevail. But you still want to go into. You never come to ask yourself, must we do election? Why not we pause? Let us pause. If you continue, in as much as an election, a leader must emerge. There must be somebody declared winner by INEC. So we can't be just condemning what is happening in the Nigerian system while we are opposed to change ourselves. Now let us watch the video.
Al-Qaeda, yes, to fight the Russians. We trained Al-Qaeda, yes, to fight the Russians. We trained Saddam's forces to fight the Iranians. Correct. After we helped overthrow their government. And then we had to create Jaish al-Mahdi, or the Mahdi army under Muqtada al-Sadr's dad, to fight back against Saddam Hussein. And then we invaded Iraq.
Okay, my brother. Each of kind mandate America as a papa hack or as a guinea. How do you want to mandate them when they are benefiting even more than Britain from the spoils of our system? They are benefiting more than Britain, and even more than France. Ajim kanjirin ke anozie when hazard the thing. Anozie. Golden to before Zagi, watch this video. Watch this video now.
We trained Al-Qaeda, yes, to fight the Russians. We trained Saddam's forces to fight the Iranians. Correct. After we helped overthrow their government. And then we had to create Jaish al-Mahdi, or the Mahdi army under Muqtada al-Sadr's dad, to fight back against Saddam Hussein. And then we invaded Iraq, and then we created this organization called the Sons of Iraq to fight Jaish al-Mahdi, and the Sons of Iraq turned into ISIS. I did not know that. And then we funded ISIS. Yeah, I was like, my unit was one of the first ones to train these assholes in 2007. And then,
so I don't know if you people are following me bomber to bomber. This is an American a security officer, very valid, very important office holder in the American security unit. They are the ones, a CIA agent, this man himself, he was the one himself, he is the person himself who is confessing this to the media. This is a notable man in America. He's known, he has worked for different governments. He worked under Bush, he worked under even under Obama. He has worked in government in the past. Now, in his own unit, they trained these people, all these terror groups you are hearing. All the terror groups, including ISIS. And he will tell you the reason they formed each of these. The ones they created to be attacking Russia. They created this one to be attacking Iran. This one to be attacking this. Are you hearing this? Now, if you remember this this man Njeme program, or maybe after this I'll show you. I'll play his own video too, so that you remember him. The Yoruba man who has been in Nigerian defense for too long, who confessed that when they interrogated Boko Haram, they mentioned the people who are senators and governors today. So nobody should ever expect Boko Haram to be defeated, because it is their own thing now. Now their own creation. Now continue to listen.
And then we funded both ISIS and Al Qaeda in Syria to fight the Syrian government.
That I knew, yeah.
So it's like we've done all of it.
You see, when you are seeing them, oh, America want to support Syria, oh, the terrorists disturbing Syria, they create the problem. Boom. The diseases, most of the diseases, as we speak, a research group website for HIV and AIDS. Maybe if anybody remind me on the comment section, we take the document and go here, the research document. Now, as to amana in a cook eba, and one are different attempts by researchers before. Some people find that this all webu, because this is their devilish. They make money. They create problems to solve it so that they make money. They create area, and now supply and go ebe create area. And when for na bay here Boko Haram name, this is them. How about there? And when for all these terrorists, and after here now maybe any natural resources after, I get now attack that community where to for her. Again, buya. Now harness the resources. So these are the people we see. So Kambatana he could before play the other video confession from American security agent. Because ndi how acquainted with history. Onye no here chete na 2013 only one man na Edward Snowden. 2013, a colleague of mine na this struggle onye chetere me ha ebe anyị na-ekwu okwu nya ka nwanne nya. It was Snowden 2013. I think after Joseph Edward Snowden mgbe Obama. That was Obama. And when they face off otu na Trump na Zuckerberg, Elon Musk na face off. And they man Elon Musk enwele a lot of information. Kita na bụ ihe mere Putin ji achọ ụzọ ọbụla ya esi wee reach out to Elon Musk, because other hana threatened na enwe kick out of America or ecosystem business ya. One option than each other ebe ya nabata ya. Now Putin na achọ anywhere, this is a smart government, smart leader. Now each that year 2013 mgbe Abano the guy, because all na CIA, he worked in American intelligence, because all a consultant on a type about him. That whistleblower now, that time whistleblower near classified information, leak classified information about America. So Otua now Elon Musk here me no leak classified information. You were America. So now smart leaders now try they can Russia. That year, Obama chọrọ jail the guy wee chi gbapụ. Ọ gafego ọ nọ n'ikuku oru ego ka Holland ya Russia. Abano ya, terminate his store. Mana Putin say, God damn it. Now this guy land na ye protect ya against their treaty. Kwesịrị to America chọrọ ka ebuchite ya ka return ya back. Putin say, because ihe ya achọ Putin bụ na ọsọsọ Putin bụ onye ya abụọ si gị if na ogodo UN chọrọ ikwu na ife awa wọkụrụ ọ si gị to hell with ebe ndị ahụ a na-akpọ ha ọ sị ha to hell ọmama ebe ọ chọ mme ọsọ Putin na-emenwu ya. Eji m nke Crimea 2014 mgbe ndị niile ma UN achọghọ ka Crimea gara onwe, because na-ekwu UN na ọ kakwa America ha. And ihe anyị ga-achọkwa Putin na bụ na otu America si nwee veto power ka ha masikwa nwee veto. So all sides ọ dabara anyị, ha chọrọ anyị iji wee kwụsị that project. Anyị ka a chọrọ iji wee kwụsị that project. So ndị na-sponsor ihe na-eme anyị, ndị na-ebunye ndị na-eme anyị ihe na-eme anyị egbe bụ ndị a. And he had just sponsor if I went from there. If I went by, can just sponsor any now. And they are not yet ready to stop in with her and with from us. Ina agbakuru ha n'ide ka onye were egbe na-agba onwe ya n'ụkwụ. Iwere ego anyị nwere enwe genye ndị lobby firm. Anyị achọzi ya dịrọ mma. Ka anyị were enye ụmụnna anyị nọ n'ọfịa. Nke ọzọ ewere ya wee sụba ụzọ gaba side anyị chọrọ ka anyị gaba. Yatago. Unu aghọtago fo. Now, can play another video before my address here. Our brother Kurusi Kagawa Kai compel America and some
Just watch this video and hear what this man says. They were able to bring us a book.
Hey. Oh shit. Okay.
Follow, so that when we die, we will go to heaven. But they couldn't bring us a book to follow so that we can build the ship that they brought to Africa. They couldn't give us a book to follow so that we can build an aeroplane as we are alive now. But they were able to bring us a book to follow so that when we are no more, we will get a better place. Is there any better place than Earth? No better place. If yes, why are they still living on this planet Earth if there is a better place than the planet Earth?
Okay, that's the logic, but about video can't you go soon? You go soon about another leader no in the court, on a court. Now Zahi Hamiraji sponsor terror from American government. On behalf of an American government. You had to create there, and they are able more than you have created. That video, them no so I can send the run anywhere because come add one can. My brother, you know, got the already enemy, boy, he make it, and out.
Please listen.
Mr. Roman, are you aware that we are sending $40 million a week to the Taliban?
Yes, sir.
Can you name other instances of foreign aid going to terrorist organizations?
We have assisted Al-Shabaab in Somalia. There's been instances of the Khamsi network in Sudan, Hamas, Islamic Jihad, Hezbollah, Kataiba Hezbollah, Hayat Tahrir al-Shams in Syria. Dozens of terror organizations have received indirect assistance from U.S. foreign aid.
It is no longer new, but I just want to remind some of you that are still doubting it. When we tell you that United States are being in the one sponsoring terrorists, U.S. citizens, tax.
No, okay. Did you hear what this man said? My brother, Kaya Piti had we known. Now, this man, if you listen to this man now, I will play it again. Let me play it again. Listen to the word. Don't mind the video.
Please listen.
Mr. Roman, are you aware that we are sending $40 million a week to the Taliban?
Yes, sir.
Can you name other instances of foreign aid going to terrorist organizations?
We have assisted Al-Shabaab in Somalia. There's been instances of the Khamsi network in Sudan, Hamas, Islamic Jihad, Hezbollah, Kataiba Hezbollah, Hayat Tahrir al-Shams in Syria. Dozens of...
Now, Mr. Roman, no, before this, I'm appear before. I'm here at Parliament or court. On a court. Now, the American government, we have been sending $40 million a week to the Al-Shabaab, to the Taliban. You heard that? Now, to where? To Somalia. To do what? Now, to Somalia, and from the confession of the other one we played before this one, to where? To Syria. Now, there is something to point out. They will be acting as if they are helping you, but they are the ones that created the problem that is ravaging you. Somalia, immediately Donald Trump entered. On his inauguration speech, he mentioned how they are going to help Somalia. Didn't you hear that? Didn't you follow Donald Trump? You can go back, you can read it from letters, from newspapers. Somalia, Sonebo, first. We were like, our PMs also on our campaign team, yeah, and all of that, you know. See, does it mean he's not aware that our PM is arrested and all of that? Now, Ibakuru Somalia. Who created the problem in Somalia? They are the ones now who want to help Syria. Who created the terrorists that are fighting, that are destabilizing Syria? Can you see why we cannot run to Satan to help us? Can you see? I am Akban Asoko. This is Biafran Radical Freedom TV. As you are seeing this, make sure you are sharing it, because we don't act like roadside media house. We don't bring garbage to you. What will make you to feel happy? We give you the truth. We give you the truth here. Somalia, Syria, they are running away. The president of Syria, in fact, was even chased out of office last time. Somalia, they have been in. They don't care about the lives lost. For some of you who say, oh, we are Christian now, it's better we are running there. Serious Christian, America, Christian. Christian where? Christian where? I played a video here. What we have been made to believe about Christianity. There are roads I will not take so that I don't discourage Christians. No. There is a way I must not preach it. But it is important also that I make every Christian to know that they must carry the message of Christianity in the rightful way. Else, they will be going astray. They will be doing wrong thing in the guise of thinking they are doing the right thing. This young man brought the logic.
Just watch this video and hear what this man says.
Listen to his logic.
They were able to bring us a book to follow, so that when we die, we will go to heaven. But they couldn't bring us a book to follow, so that we can build the ship that they brought to Africa. They couldn't give us a...
Now, the logic here is what I said some minutes ago. If you follow West and America, you will never, even when they give you, but they will not give you. But even if anything happened, they got drunk and give you, they will make you remain perpetually consumers of their finished product. They will continue to make it benefit you. They don't do anything that doesn't benefit them. They give you Bible to read and master the story. In fact, you even are happy that you are the leader of Christians all over the world today as Nigerians. But you don't know how to produce matches. They want to continue to supply matches to you. That is the logic here. Do you get it? They give you a Bible to read so that you go to heaven. They are building castles and skyscrapers, having organized government, but they are recruiting terrorists to keep on destabilizing you. They will never allow you to have a government that will be of the people's mandate, that will be people's choice. They will never allow a government that will be accountable to you. If you try to get a government that will be useful to you, they will tell you it is military, it is that, but you are the one that decide what fits you, what you like. Or they say, oh, that Ibrahim Traore is using the Burkina Faso's money from the Kofa to push into security. That is wrong. And you ask yourself, how many times have you, the Woki COG, told the Americans how to run their own government? Where to put them, what will make their budget for defense and what will make their budget for education and whatever. That is what they want you to remain, the situation they want you to remain. You will ask yourself, why are they building their military bases around you? When will you ask yourself these questions? Because when you don't know these things, you will not be charged in your spirit to stand up well. When you are standing up well, your leaders will know that you are standing up well. They know you are no more laughing, no more stories as usual. They sit up and take the right step. Onye adịrọ redio pụọ n'ụzọ achọba onye ọzọ. It's not enough to just be occupying positions. Let me play the other video again and again.
We trained Al Qaeda.
Yes.
To fight the Russians. We trained Saddam's forces to fight the Iranians.
Correct.
After we helped overthrow their government.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to create Jaish al-Mahdi, or the Mahdi army under Muqtada al-Sadr's dad, to fight back against Saddam Hussein. And then we invaded Iraq. And then we created this organization called the Sons of Iraq to fight Jaish al-Mahdi. And the Sons of Iraq turned into ISIS.
I did not know that.
And then we funded ISIS. Yeah, I was like, my unit was one of the first ones to train these assholes in 2007. And then we funded both.
His own unit was responsible for, training these terrorists in 2007. His own unit, his department in CIA. So you can see you are not hearing from a pedestrian, roadside media. We are giving you what is valid. Something you will not say outside tomorrow, anybody will laugh at you. Rather, they will know you are following. They will know you are informed. Now, I want to go to the question from our brother who asked. Let me go to that question. Let me control the volume before.
Both ISIS and Al Qaeda in Syria to fight the Syrian government.
That I knew, yeah.
So it's like.
So at least this issue of Syria, it is too fresh. The case of Syria is very fresh. Even the Somalian own is also fresh. So you can see the hypocrisy of the West and America. The terror you are hearing everywhere, they are funding it. Yes, somebody in one of these videos in the comment section was saying, for you to see, this does not have anything to do with Islam. At the end of the day, they are use Islam. So, or because this is what they can do. So, let me get it. I want to react to a brother's comment. I want to react to his comment. Now, let's read from his comments. Hello, Zie. My suggestion is that we should mandate America to do something before it's too late. We can tell them, for example, from now till August 30th, 2025, if you don't recognize us, we are going to join Russia. My brother, in a threat, you cannot threaten them. You cannot threaten them. You can't even threaten Niger, or for threaten America. First of all, Anya didn't organize on our own. So we need to put our house in order. No need threatening them. Burkina Faso did not threaten anybody before they took their bold step. Mali did not. They didn't take the bold step. They didn't have to threaten anybody. Now, as we are speaking, a new this country, an African country, just joined the Sahel. What's the name of this? One of these African countries just joined the Sahel. So my suggestion is that we should mandate let's continue our preaching in Biafra land while seeking for help from enemies of Britain. Oh, good. Oh, when I saw this, I thought you said seeking for help from enemies of Biafra. That's a whole lot of valid points. That's good. Yes, Kaina Aleva na Logodo on ground. Then, thank you. That's just the point. Very simple. Very simple. Then I will say, okay, we join Russia immediately as the door is still open. Else, we will regret later saying, "Had we know?" Okay, thank you. And they go to the Okwaneku. If the door locks now, our children may blame us later, asking us, "Why didn't you join?" Good. Yes. Hello, there you're on point. So the time is now. The time is now. The time is now. While I wait for further comment, let me add up. Let me look for that research. The research on HIV. Oh, a current news. Oh, old news. Let me check. Okay, so kuno funa whining. Are they whining all? And now for the so let me read it now. Let me read it. Okay, breaking news. A cure for HIV/S has just been found. A cure for HIV could be a step closer after researchers found a new way to force the virus out of its hiding inside human cells. The virus' ability to conceal itself inside certain white blood cells has been one of the main challenges for scientists looking for a cure. It means there is a reservoir of the HIV in the body capable of reactivation that neither the immune system nor drugs can tackle it. Now researchers from the Peter Doherty Institute for Infection and Immunity in Melbourne have demonstrated a way to make the virus visible, paving the way for fully clear it from the body. It is based on mRNA technology, which came to prominence during the COVID-19 pandemic when it was used in vaccines made by Moderna and Pfizer and BioNTech In a paper published in Nature Communications, the researchers have shown for the first time that mRNA can be delivered into the cells where HIV is hiding. By initially formulated for tubu, the mRNA then instructs the cells to reveal the virus, and the virus can no more hide at that point. Globally, there are almost 40 million people living with HIV who must take medication for the rest of their lives in order to suppress the virus and ensure they do not develop symptoms or transmit the disease. For many, it remains deadly, with UNAIDS figures suggesting one, when I mean UNAID, capital UNA, small IDS, figures suggesting one person died of HIV every minute in 2023 alone. It was previously thought impossible to deliver mRNA to the type of the white blood cell that is home to HIV, said Dr. Paula Theval, research fellow at the Doherty Institute and co-first author of the study. Because those cells did not take up the fat bubbles or lipid nanoparticles, LNPs, capital LNP, small s, used to carry it. The team have developed a new type of LNP that those cells will accept, known as LNPX. She said, our hope is that this new nanoparticles design could be a new pathway to an HIV cure. When a colleague first presented test results at the lab weekly meeting, Kaval said they seem too good to be true, meaning it is almost proven. So there are a lot of responses, and one thing people said is, while you are testing this, please make sure you don't allow Bill Gates to invest in this your research, because once he come in, he will want to use it in a nose or jaw, so don't allow him to invest with you. One dojo, they will come to either discourage it or all right, lovers of freedom, seekers of justice, my good people, I wish you have any topic or any concern you are raising so that we address it and call it a day for today until we meet again. Do we have anybody who wants anything to be clarified? Do you have anything you want to be clarified? Do you have anything you want to be clarified on? If you don't, if you chat me, if you need the source to this, if you want to help in publicizing this news, this HIV news to people, maybe you can ask me privately. I will give you the link so that you read up and make your findings further. Thank you. Any concern? Is there any concern to address? Is there any concern to address? Because I have delivered the basic message I came with. And it must be remembered that the things you see, those things you saw, Ebola Russia, Ebola Russia, all those things are not true. It's not the way they are painting it. They magnified a lot of things. ndị kaji ndị not advantage ndị ka na-etipịara ibe ha ka Russia otu aka o si dị otu akwa ka Israel si etipịara ndị nke ọzọ side nke ha. So for now this is the situation of things. Like I said, onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ka nọ na on top of the game when it comes to that court case, and our PM Maazị Simon Ekpa also is also on top for now until and it will never go that bad. It will never go bad. So thank you all. We will have to call it a day for now until we meet again. So please do good to share and encourage others to share, because I know that the program is educative. Let me look at let me go to the comment section to know when you raise any concern. Okay. Okay. So in absence of any concern, let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. Obachumara any number. And I for Tata for Echi.